Hi and welcome to Love Doing Yoga on this Monday evening. Hope you've had a lovely weekend. Looking forward to a nice week ahead as the evenings close in and it gets all cozy. So our theme today is respond. If you ever listen to kind of mindfulness techniques and how to deal with stress, they always talk about choosing how you respond to something, choosing your own emotional response. So I thought it would be interesting to try and practice a little bit of that on the mat so that hopefully we can take it off the mat, because it's something that's easier said than done, for me anyway. So before we begin, just close your eyes and think about a response, any response. A response of joy or gratitude, a positive response. Gratitude, comfort, peace. Find a response that you like. And just let that sensation, that emotion fill you. Notice how you feel physically, but also mentally, when you allow that emotion to fill you. Think of a time that made you really feel that emotion in a very strong way. Relive that experience. And let the emotion seep into you. And so throughout the practice, when I prompt you to go to your chosen response, take that response that you're feeling now and conjure it up once more. As always, throughout your practice, listen to your body and only do what feels right for you today. So let us begin now by lying down. Making yourself nice and comfortable on your mat as you close your eyes and relax your body. Letting go of your day and everything that's going on in your world. Letting go of your roles and responsibilities and labels. Just bringing yourself to your mat. And going to your chosen response, and let that sweep over you. And then let your attention go to your breath, counting your breath as you inhale, allowing the belly to fill for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause and inhale, 2, 3, 4. Getting into your own rhythm, counting in your own way, and just connecting with your breath. And then when you're ready, bending your knees, roll over onto your side and come up to a sit. And then just come back onto your forearms. So your elbows are underneath your shoulders. And there's going to be quite a lot of ab work in this practice today. Now, I don't know whether you love or don't love ab work, but close your eyes now and go to your chosen response. And then when you're ready, raise your legs up here and let's just crisscross them. So bringing them up nice and high is a little bit easier, or if you want to challenge yourself, you can bring them down a little bit lower. And you'll really feel your core working here. And remember, when you feel that core working, see can you also engage your pelvic floor. And then let the feet come down, lower down onto your back and hug those knees into your chest. And once again, let your chosen response sweep over you. And letting the feet come down onto the mat again. Let's roll over onto the side, coming up to sit. And we're going to do a little bit of like rowing. So with the knees bent, we don't want them bent too tight. So have the angle here quite wide as we come forward, stretching the arms out. And then coming back until you feel that core engage. And come up again. And see, can you go quite slowly? So obviously if you go really quickly, it's quite easy. But if you slow it down, it becomes a little bit more challenging. And then begin to synchronize it with your breath. Inhaling as you come back. And exhaling as you come forward. Or the other way around, if that is your preference. Two more. And then coming again down to lie fully on the mat. Draw those arms behind your head. And go to your chosen response. And then hugging the knees into the chest, just taking a little rock here and coming all the way up. And then hugging the knees into the chest again. And rolling up and lowering down and rolling up and down. Two more times. And let the feet come down onto the mat, taking a breath here. And rolling over onto your side to come and stand at the top of your mat. And just step the feet out, maybe the full mat width. No, mat width. Getting my THs mixed up there. Raising the arms up. And then exhaling, coming down like we're chopping wood. You can bend the knees as you come all the way down, let the arms come through. And then inhale as you rise back up again. And flowing through this. A lovely warm-up exercise. 3 more. And then coming up to the top of your mat. Let's put the toes together, the heels a little bit apart, bringing the hands into prayer at the chest. We're going to do a little flow in our chair pose. But before we do, close your eyes. Go to your chosen response and take a breath. And then from here, coming down into your chair pose. So keeping the knees behind the toes, lowering the hips down, raising the arms up. Take a breath. And then with the hands together in prayer, twist to the left. Let that right elbow come against the left knee for a breath. And letting the right hand come down, raise the left hand up, following it with your gaze. And then step that right leg back. Step that left leg back and draw that left arm up past the ear. And stepping the foot back up to come into your nice revolved twist here. Hands together. Back to the center and all the way up to your chair for a prayer. Hands back into prayer. Take a twist this time to the right. Letting the left hand come down, right hand come up. Stepping the right leg back. Draw the right arm up past the ear. And then step the foot back up, coming into that nice extended twist. Hand pointing straight up to the ceiling. Then hands into prayer. Back to the center, coming back into your starting chair pose. And again to the left, bringing the hands into prayer. Take your twist to the left. Let the right hand come down, left hand point up. Step your left leg back, an arm past the ear. And bringing the foot back for your extended twist. Back to the elbow twist. Center and up to your chair. Once more to the right, taking the twist. Letting the left hand come down, right hand come up. Stepping the right leg back. Draw the arm forward. If it helps, you can raise the left arm onto the thigh. And then step back into your extended twist. And twist with the hands in prayer. Back to the center and up to your chair. And coming all the way up to stand, bringing the hands into prayer at the chest, closing your eyes, and go to your chosen response. And then from here, bringing the feet hip width apart, we're going to do a sun salute on each side. So raising the arms up, palms together, raise the gaze, take a breath. And sweeping down, forward fold. Halfway lift or lengthen the spine. And forward fold again. And let's step the right leg back for your low lunge. Softening the shoulders. And then through to your plank. Softness in the elbows. And bringing the knees down, the feet, keeping the elbows in. Let the chest come down and then the belly. And then drawing the forehead and chest away from the mat. And pushing up through your tabletop and slowly making your way up into your downward dog. Pedaling your way in, giving your legs time to stretch out. And when you're ready, coming to your point of stillness. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Having that gaze towards the belly button, pressing away from the mat with your hands. Pushing back. And then drawing up that right leg, step it forward, low lunge. And into your forward fold. Bending the knees, coming all the way up, palms together, raise the gaze. And forward fold. Halfway lift or lengthen the spine. And forward fold again. And let's step the left leg back and come up to your low lunge. And then from here through to your plank. 3 breaths in plank. And coming down on your knees and feet. Chest and belly. Drawing up the forehead and chest.
And push up through your tabletop once again into your downward dog. Closing your eyes here. Go to your chosen response and stay here for 2 more breaths. And then when you're ready, stretch that left leg out behind you and step it through. Low lunge. And stepping that right foot up to meet the left, forward fold. Bending the knees, coming all the way up, palms together. Bring the hands down into prayer at the chest, going to your response for a breath. And from here, raising the arms up, sweep them out, forward fold. And stepping back into a downward dog. From your downward dog, we're going to go into a plank. So drawing those shoulders over the wrists and then step the legs back so you get the full plank pose. And from here you have a choice. You can come down on your knees, feet, chest and belly, or you can lower yourself down. So remember, let the shoulders come a little bit in front of the wrists as you then lower yourself down onto your mat and lift up into your little back bend, and then push back up into a plank. So we're going to come straight from here, curl the toes, pushing yourself up into your plank. And take it through to your downward dog. Let's go through that flow again, because we're going to use that flow quite a lot over the next little while. So we start in our downward dog for a breath. Then take it into a plank, making sure you step the feet out, bringing yourself down onto your mat, whatever way you choose. Lift up into a baby cobra, and then push back up into your plank and through to your downward dog. And then from here, let's step the right leg up and step it forward and come into a low lunge. So having this left knee back nice and far, and rise up into your low lunge. Remembering as you exhale, drawing up the pelvic floor, belly button in and up. And then from here, let's take it through to a runner's lunge, curling the toes, raising the knee, looking forward. And from here, lifting up to a high lunge. And then bringing those hands down, stepping back to your downward dog. As you take your breath, Go to your response. And then through to your plank. Bringing yourself down onto your mat. Drawing up to your baby cobra. Pushing through to your plank again. And back to your downward dog. Go to your response. Let that chosen response fill you. And then stretching that left leg out behind you. Step it through to come into your low lunge.
Engaging that core as you exhale. And taking it then into your runner's lunge. Lifting up to your high lunge. Such a super pose for strengthening your legs. One more breath.
And bringing the hands down, stepping back to your downward dog once again. Going to your chosen response. Letting that emotion, that chosen emotion, sweep over you. And then take it through into your plank. And coming down onto your mat. Lifting up to your baby cobra. From here through once again to your plank. And up into your downward dog. Stretching that right leg out behind you. And step it through. From here, coming into an airplane pose. So knee over ankle, draw the arms out. Keeping the gaze on the mat. Bringing the hands down, stepping back to your downward dog. And through to your plank. Making your way down onto your mat. And lifting up to your cobra. Through to your plank once again. And into your downward dog. Stretching that left leg out behind you and step it through to come into your airplane pose on this side. And again, stepping it back to your downward dog. And through to your plank. Bringing yourself down onto your mat. Drawing up to your baby cobra. Back through to your plank. And downward dog. And then bringing those knees down onto the mat and make your way into your favorite child's pose, whatever version you like best. And as you come into child's pose, let your whole body soften and release. And go once again to your chosen response as you let that emotion sweep over you. One more breath here. And when you're ready, coming around to sit on your mat. Sitting up nice and tall with the knees bent. And let's lift up into a boat pose. So just coming slightly back onto your seat bones. Let the arms come out, maybe lengthen out the legs a little bit. And then let the feet come down. Bending forward, hold on to your toes. And let's lift up again, this time holding on to the toes in the balance. Lengthening out the legs as much as is comfortable to do. And once again, bend the legs, bringing them down onto the mat as you come back to your tabletop and go through our downward dog plank flow once more. So coming up into your downward dog. And through to your plank. Making your way down. And then drawing up into your cobra. Through to your plank. And back into your downward dog. Bringing those knees down onto the mat, open out the feet and come up onto your knees. Bringing your hands onto your hips. Let those elbows look at each other behind you. Pushing the hips forward. Draw the gaze and the chest upwards. Getting a really nice stretch on the whole front of the body. And a nice back bend. One more breath here. And coming back to upright. Bring the hands down to come back into tabletop. And in tabletop, taking the right knee, draw it in towards the nose. We're going to hold it here for 3 breaths. See with each breath if you can bring that knee just a little closer to your nose. And bringing the right knee down. Take a breath, go to your response. And then let's lift the left leg up, drawing that knee in towards the nose, bowing the head to meet it. 3 breaths here. Remembering to engage the core as you exhale. And then bringing that left knee down, lowering the body down onto the mat. Having the hands either side of your chest, again, elbows looking at each other. We're going to come up into a full cobra here. So activating the hands as you push up into your back bend. So we want to keep the elbows soft, looking forward. One more breath here. And lowering yourself down, bringing the arms down by your side. We're going to lift up into a locust pose. So forehead and chest raise up off the mat, legs raise up, arms raise up, keeping the gaze on the mat. One more breath if you can. And lowering yourself down. Bring those hands again either side of the chest. Pressing up into your downward dog. And then through to your plank. Bringing yourself down onto your mat. And lift up to your baby cobra. Pushing back up into your plank. And through to your downward dog. coming down back into tabletop. Close your eyes here. And once again, go to your chosen response. And with the left leg, lifting the left leg up. If you're able to, with your right hand, reach behind and hold on to the left foot. If you can't do that, get yourself a belt or a strap and put it around your ankle or the top of your foot and hold it up that way. Looking forward. Feeling that stretch on the quad. Engaging the core with each exhale. One more breath. And then releasing it down. Take a breath here. And let's take it to the other side. Lifting up that right leg, holding onto it with the left hand. Raise the gaze. One more breath. And releasing the leg down. Make your way down onto your belly once more. Forehead on the mat. And this time bend both legs. Use the straps if you wish. Or hold on to your feet with your hands. We're going to lift up into a bow if you can. So listen to your body. Only do what feels right. But what we're going to do is raise up the legs and the chest. Keeping the gaze on the mat. 2 more breaths if you can. And releasing it down. Bring the hands either side of the chest, pushing up to come into your downward dog. Taking a moment here for your response, your chosen response. And then taking it through to a plank. Making your way down onto your mat. And drawing the forehead and chest up. Pushing it back up into your plank. And through to your downward dog. That's your last one of those flows. So choose how you want to respond to that news. And then when you're ready, bringing the knees down onto the mat. And again, coming to lie on your back. And raise the feet up so the soles of the feet are looking at the ceiling. then when you're ready, just cycle those legs out. Just letting them loosen out after all the work they've done. Keeping that cycling going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hugging the knees into the chest. Just take a gentle rock from side to side. And let the feet come down onto the mat. The soles of the feet come together and the knees flop out to the side. And then bringing the knees together and the arms out into a T. And let the knees fall over to the right and the gaze to the left. And when you're ready, take that over to the other side. And then when you're ready, coming back to the center, bringing the arms down by your sides, palms facing upwards. And let the legs come out and feet flop out to the side. And thank you so much for joining me in this practice. I hope you enjoyed it. It was challenging, at least I found it challenging, and I hope you found it challenging in a nice way. And really well done for doing it. Don't forget to let us know when you've completed it, so we can add you to our Roll of Honor for November. And now close your eyes, soften your body, and let go. Letting go your toes, the soles of your feet. Letting go the tops of your feet, your heels and ankles. Letting go your calves and your shins, your knees, front and back, your thighs, front and back. Letting go your glutes and your pelvis, the whole back of your body, back of your rib cage, spine, shoulder blades. Just let it go.
Letting go the whole front of your body, front of your rib cage, chest, shoulders. Letting go your armpits, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, backs of your hands, palms of your hands, and your fingers. Letting go the back of your head, crown of your head, forehead, eyebrows, eyes, cheeks, jaw, chin, lips and tongue. The whole of your body, just let it go. And pause here once again for your chosen response. Let that emotion fill you. And then let your attention go to your breath. As you inhale through your nose into your belly, pause, and then exhale through your nose. And each breath just helping you make a deeper connection with your inner self, your true nature. And taking your chosen response, imagine you're in your favorite place in the world and spend a little time here. At peace and at one with yourself.